Hey, welcome back guys. Today's video I'm going to be giving you 5 tips for the military, or the Marines specifically. Either one will work. I've made a lot of videos of this in the past, but this is just another 5 tips, or 5 tips I'd say, or 5 things that you should really just think about before joining the military. And let's just get into it. Make sure to leave a comment if you learned something today. I'm sure you did. Share it to your friends. I'm sure they have some questions as well that need to be answered. And leave a like if you enjoyed it. Leave a dislike if you didn't. Let's get into it. First tip I'll be giving, or first talking point, is you will be misunderstood. This is a problem that I'm personally dealing with right now. I'm a veteran now, and one of the things that's been going around in my channel, as you guys saw lately, is just a big misunderstanding of what I'm saying. And one of the things that a lot of people have been telling me, a lot of my not buddies in the Marine Corps I suppose, but some guys in my unit, were that, hey man, you sucked at hikes. And they're saying, you know what, you're a pussy and all these things. Look, like, this is actually what they're saying. And I've always said in my videos, I sucked at hikes. And with the misunderstanding thing, is like, they think, you know what, because I can get through hikes and because I don't have a problem with it, this guy, because he's failing it, must be a pussy, right? No, it doesn't work like that, right? We're all in different shapes and bodies, and we all come from different backgrounds. A lot of that, again, with the misunderstood thing, they don't know that I didn't have a father growing up. Like, I didn't have somebody to look up to. I grew up with sisters. I had no brothers. Like, I'm a very, I joined the military to go and overcome that stuff. And it's not the easiest thing for me. Everybody comes into the Marine Corps, the military, with baggage. We're all trying to overcome something. And that's something that I think a lot of people, they just they have it all together. They have a family that was in the military or something. And they just come in with a shallow mind. I want you guys to open up your minds. Know that, you know what, like, we're all different. We're all going to be coming in with different things in our mind and different struggles, physically, mentally, anything. And hey, you're going to be misunderstood both from your brothers, and as you guys can see from my case, and your family. Your family's not going to understand any of the training. And if there's something happening in your family life and they're wondering, why can't we talk to them and stuff? Hey, it's one of those things where you can't really explain to them, like, there's things like OPSEC. Like, we can't tell them about deployments. We can't tell them about, like, where we're going and stuff. And it's a lot of miscommunication, which creates that misunderstanding. Guys, I'm keeping this real brief. If you want to hear more about it, definitely leave in the comments. This is something I really enjoy talking about, just because it's something that it's impacting me right now, and I don't want any of you to go through it. Again. So anyway, second talking point I'll be talking about is the training doesn't end after boot camp. There's a big misunderstanding, is that once you get through boot camp, you're a Marine, and you know what? You're a fully fledged, infantry Marine. You're able to go and fight and perform all your duties. And even after training, even after going through school of infantry, a lot of people think, you know what? I'm fully functional. I know exactly what to do. All these things. It does not end there, guys. You're going to be training every other week, at least if you're infantry. You're going to be training in your trade every other week out in the field, really honing it, alright? It does not end after boot camp. Boot camp in the Marine Corps is 3 months long. It does not end, guys. The training continues on. You're going to be treated much like you were in boot camp. It's a sad fact. A lot of us go through boot camp, or a lot of us go through school of infantry thinking it's going to get better. We just need to, we're waiting until we make it, and then we can just live life, to the fullest. And you know what? We're a full Marine, and we don't have to do any more training. It doesn't go like that. Know that you will be training every other week, probably, and it's going to be tough training. It's going to be things new. It's going to be things that are repetitive. Everything in between, guys. Have an open mind. Know that the military is not just sitting in the barracks. Even though that's a big portion of it, it's going to be a lot of training. Third tip third talking point, I suppose, I'll be talking about, and I think you guys should know, is there's a constant drive to be alpha. Constant drive to be above the next guy. And this goes straight from boot camp. You're going to be, straight from day one. It's going to be trying to find out who the weak links are and who are the guys who are rising to the top. And those guys who rise to the top are going to be given priority. They're going to be promoted. They're going to be given leadership positions and better. It's going to be tougher for them. It's going to be definitely tougher for them, just because they're going to be taking the brunt of all the payback that the superiors will be giving them. But even in the units, it's going to be a big drive to become promoted and get above the next guy, or fire team leader, whatever it is. And again, that's a military attitude. I think it's good. Again, it's a bunch of young guys who think they have everything, they know everything, and you know what? Like, awesome. I think that's good for combat, I suppose. But you know, that is an environment that I think you guys should really hone into, really think about. Yeah, again, like, think about it beforehand. See if you are one of those guys. For me, I'm not a leader. I'm a follower. I'm a really good follower, I'll tell you what. But you know, leadership positions, it's not something that ever, it never made sense to me. It never made, like, I wouldn't be a good leader, I don't think. You know, it's not something that's bad, I suppose. It's just different. And you know, in the Marine Corps, they really cater to those guys who are trying to be alpha. So yeah, just you know, just something to think about. Again, the fourth tip I'll be giving you is you will fail something. All right, boot camp, SOI, unit, it doesn't matter. You will fail something, whether it's physical things, whether it's taking a test, an exam. You will fall short of the goals. The military, a lot of people think, like, you know what, like, you're gonna go to the military and like you're gonna pass everything over, you know, just mind over matter, right? No, I mean, a lot of this stuff is like, you're too tired to go and learn the knowledge, and you're gonna fail a test. You're like, yeah, hiking for me, I sucked at hikes. I thought that I could just power through it. I powered through all the boot camp ones. Why can't I do an SOI? Look, the military is meant to be the hardest training in the world, especially the Marine Corps. It's not meant to be easy. There's an attrition rate for a reason. There are people that join and they just can't cut it, you know? It is what it is. I was one of those guys 2 years in. I could not do it. I was a Marine, but I didn't get through all of the, you know, my enlistment. It's something that happens, and you know, it's something you're gonna have to come to terms with. Again, you will fail something, and you know, all the points leading up to this, remember, you're gonna be misunderstood because of it. You're not gonna be helped by your leadership. A lot of your leadership is just gonna judge you and say, hey, fuckface, like, why are you doing, you know, why are you failing? You better like get up here with the rest of you guys. Those guys can do it, why can't you? And they won't understand you. They won't understand what's going on in your head. They won't understand everything. So yeah, you will fail something. Be prepared for that. Yeah, just yeah, guys, just prepare as much as you can before. Watch a lot of my other videos regarding hikes. That's biggie for me. And yeah, that's my fourth point. The last point is, it's rare to end up where you thought you would be. All right, a lot of people go into the military thinking, I'm gonna be special forces. How many people, most people that I hear about going into the Navy, they bring in some interest, some overwhelming interest to join the Navy SEALs or something. Now the Navy SEALs, you think about it, like, who actually joins the Navy SEALs? There's like less than 1,000 of them. It's not everybody that's talking about it, all right? A lot of people think, oh, I'm gonna be a sniper, I'm gonna be infantry, I'm gonna be all these different things. They end up just being an admin Marine. You know what? There's places for that. You know what? That's fine. But like, you know, remember that, like, not all your goals and ambitions are gonna be completed in the military. You will like get and hone different avenues of accomplishment and goals and stuff. You will go after those, but it's gonna be something different than you probably thought when you were 17, thinking, I wanna be a sniper, I wanna be this. You think about Navy SEALs, again with the failing stuff. What's the attrition rate of Navy SEAls? Like 90%? I'm sure that those guys who are mocking me, and you know, if you guys are longtime viewers of my channel, those guys who are mocking me and saying, you know what, you can't pass hikes because you're a pussy, like, you know, you were weak-minded, all these things. Go through Navy SEAL boot camp, and then I bet every single one of you will fail. And then once you fail, you come to me and tell me why you failed. I'll tell you why you failed, because you probably weren't physically able to go and accomplish those things. Some of it's physical, some of it's mental, but like, damn, man, like, we all have our limitations. You know, and again, it's like we all go through different avenues, and you gotta be open-minded with those things. You can't just be so narrow and shallow. You gotta really open up your mind to different people and different experiences and stuff. We're all, if you think about it, we're all making rational decisions, all right? We're all living different lives, and our brain decides to go left instead of right, or it decides to go right instead of left, but there's a reason behind it. Every single one of us. We don't, I wouldn't like just sit on the floor right now and like go out of the camera, because my brain is deciding I'm gonna stand in front of the camera and tell you guys this thing. I'm not gonna go and do that. You know, it's a weird example, but I mean, like, really, yeah, we all have decisions that we make with our brain, and we all have decisions that we go after. And I don't know what I'm saying here, guys, but I hope you enjoyed. Hopefully you learned something from this video. Very deep. Again, it's a 10-minute video. I talked through 5 points, which are like something that I should probably make a video separately for each one, but I did want to get this out to you guys. This is something that's been on my mind personally, and it's something that I wanted to give to those guys. Not to go and, I know that there's going to be haters. I know that there's going to be people who don't understand. But I want this video to be for those guys who are probably going through the same shit. Whether you're in right now, whether you just got out, or whether you're going into the military, this is something I think you guys, I'm happy to share with you guys, because I'm sure that a lot of you guys have, something to learn from this. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, leave a like if you enjoyed it. Leave a dislike if you didn't. Leave a comment on your thoughts on this video, any other tips or comments or anything you would like to learn about the military. You ask me. I'll try and give you my best opinion regarding it, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one.